got a better rhythm offensively too.
Franz, after the game, there was a moment where Mo ran over and gave you a big hug, and you guys celebrated. I imagine making the playoffs, this moment, is something you guys have dreamed about for a long time, dating back to your college days, back to high school. To share this with Mo, how special is that?
I mean, it's super special. We grew up, waking up at 3 a.m. to watch guys like Damian Lillard playing playoff games, and just first thing in the morning, watch the highlights and stuff like that. So for us to compete against these guys and, now be in the playoffs too, it means a lot. And, just especially super cool, obviously, with my brother. But I think the whole group, I think we're a super tight group, and I'm happy for everybody.
Hey, Johnathan, can you take us through the decision for you to start? That must have come just before game time, right? How did that come about? What was the dialogue there?
It came yesterday, and so I think Dale had been struggling with his back. He had to come out of the game before, and so we had a practice, and coach told me I'd be starting.
Johnathan, question for you. You've played back-to-back games of 25 or more minutes for the first time since 2019. You've been playing some minutes at the 5 and doing it very well. How do you feel physically kind of going into the playoffs, and do you expect to play a little bit more of the 5 against the Cavs?
Well, the playing time and all that stuff is up to coach. I feel fantastic. I feel great. I feel like I'm in a really good place, so just keep moving forward with it.
Your Rookie of the Year celebration, you said playoffs are bust, and people were like sort of taken aback by that. You expected this. What does it mean to clinch the spot today?
It means a lot. I think we all expected it. After last year, we felt like we were good enough to make that jump to this year. So it was just a team-wide expectation, and we're sitting here now. So I think we're all proud.
Yeah, one for you. You were talking about how young this team is. Can you compare the feeling? I mean, when you guys made the playoffs, 2019 or something, does this feel different because this team seems to be more on an upper trajectory? Or?
Yeah, it definitely feels different. I think just the energy, just the excitement with these guys, it definitely feels, and it's present time right now. I can't really go back and reimagine those feelings, but it feels pretty darn good right now. So I'll take this one.
Paolo, Jamal was saying earlier that today felt kind of like a Game 7. There were a couple other scenarios this week that kind of felt like Game 7s. How does getting the win during this get you good momentum heading into the playoffs?
I think it's huge to get a win. We knew what came with the win, so we just wanted to put forth our best effort. And, now we got time to plan for our opponent.
Franz, you got off to a little bit of a slow start individually, but what kind of changed in the second quarter to spark your offensive game going and get everyone else going? How important was just kind of getting the defense locked in to get everything kind of moving in the right direction again tonight? Yeah, I think the defense is really important for us, but like I said before, I think nothing really changed. We just stayed with it, and I stayed with it too. And normally the game rewards you when you stay like that and stay confident, and I think we did a really good job with that today. That's kind of been a characteristic all season. Where does that come from? That poise to be able to bounce back and kind of keep grinding your way. That's not something you typically see from a young team. I think it's part of everybody's character on the team. We talk a lot about that, about being composed and staying poised, and obviously for a young team, for guys maybe that haven't been in that position, I think it's especially important to do that. And like I said, I think it starts with everybody individually. I think that's part of everybody's character.
J.I., during that second quarter, the end of that second quarter, it looked like Wendell was going to check in for you with about 5-6 minutes to go, and then he moves away from the scorer's table, and he said, and Coach told us earlier that, no, J.I.'s got this, and he came in about 2 minutes later, and then that stretch of the game was super important. How does it feel to have your teammates' trust in a moment like that, and does that, strengthen the team moving forward to what's coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. I didn't even know that. And so it speaks to who Wendell is and his commitment to this team. And then he came in and, did his thing and gave us a huge boost. I think it was plus 27 in just 5 minutes or something like that. 14 minutes. But it felt like that first 5-minute stretch, he was absolutely fantastic. And so, kudos to him for that, and, we'll get him back moving forward.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys.